Where did humanity come from, and why are we here? Nobody truly knows. Science has tried to answer it. Spirituality has tried to answer it. Religions, philosophies, myths, and stories across cultures have tried to answer it. But the truth is, there is no 100% certainty. There has never been a final confirmation, or a single voice that could close the debate once and for all. And so, today, together, let's explore the possibilities. Let us consider the paths humanity has taken in search of answers, and the many ways those answers have been shaped, lost, and reshaped again. The age of the Earth and humanity's place in it. The Earth is over 4.5 billion years old. Life on this planet has existed for billions of years in many forms, from single-celled organisms to the incredible diversity of plants and animals we see today. But humanity, our kind, is astonishingly recent in this timeline. Homo sapiens appeared only about 300,000 years ago. In cosmic terms, we are not ancient. We are barely here. Think of it this way. If the Earth's entire history were a single calendar year, humans would appear only in the last few minutes of December 31st. And yet, in those fleeting minutes, we've built civilizations, religions, wars, myths, technologies, and dreams of reaching the stars. Early civilizations and their beliefs. When humans began forming organized societies, they also began forming organized systems of belief. The Sumerians gave us the earliest written myths, stories of gods who shaped the world and held power over life and death. The Egyptians built monuments aligned to the stars, reflecting their belief in eternal life and the divine order of the cosmos. The Indus Valley civilization carried symbolic traditions we still do not fully understand. The Greeks told stories of Zeus, Athena, and Apollo, and while we call them myths today, to the people of that time, they were reality. Every civilization created meaning. Every people believed their truth was the truth. Cataclysms and the fragility of belief. But history is not kind to certainty. Civilizations have been shattered, not only by time, but by catastrophe. Floods, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, droughts. Whole societies erased in a moment. With them, their doctrines, their temples, their faiths. Belief systems vanished under ash, water, or desert sands. And just as often, civilizations fell not to nature, but to each other. Wars, conquests, and empires reshaped the narrative of humanity. Victors destroyed the libraries, burned the temples, and silenced the voices of the conquered. What survived was not always truth, but what was chosen to remain. The power of controlling information. Again and again, power decided what humanity would believe. The people with the most advanced weapons, the strongest armies, the greatest empires. They controlled not only land, but knowledge. They imposed their religions. They destroyed rival doctrines. They replaced art, culture, and stories with their own. And so much of what we call truth today is simply what survived the march of power. Our faiths, our stories, our institutions. They are the remnants of battles, both physical and ideological. Modern times. When we look at our modern beliefs, our religions, our philosophies, we must remember this. They are not untouched, eternal truths. They are survivors, fragments of what endured while countless other systems of belief were erased. That doesn't make them meaningless, far from it. But it does remind us that humanity's answers to the question, why are we here, have always been fragile, changing, and vulnerable to the tides of history. Cosmic possibilities. But let us step beyond Earth for a moment. Let us look upward, into the vastness of the cosmos. Could it be that we are not alone? That civilizations exist far older and far more advanced than our own? If humanity has only a couple hundred years of technology, what would a civilization look like that has had millions of years? They might be what scientists call a type of 4 civilization, beings capable of harnessing the energy of galaxies, bending space and time, cloaking their worlds so completely that we could never detect them. If they wished, they could observe us while remaining invisible, like zookeepers watching an intergalactic zoo. And if such civilizations exist, their possibilities are so far beyond us that we cannot even fathom them. To them, we may appear as children or like ants in an ant farm. Primitive, just beginning to scratch at the surface of the universe. Our place in the macrocosm. And so where does that leave us? In truth, we are tiny, microscopic organisms in the scale of the universe, a single species on a small planet, orbiting an ordinary star in a quiet corner of the Milky Way galaxy. Yet in our smallness, there is something remarkable, our longing to know, our need to search for meaning, to create stories, to build beliefs, to reach for the stars. So where did humanity come from? Why are we here? The truth is, nobody knows. Not science, not religion, not myth. But perhaps the value is not in the answer, but in the journey of asking. In the endless search that unites us across time, across culture, across the cosmos. And maybe, just maybe, in that longing, in that reaching, in that quest for truth, we find the very essence of what it means to be human. Thank you for walking this path of wonder and reflection with us. Your curiosity, your openness to exploring the great mysteries of existence is what gives these questions life. If this journey stirred something in you, if it made you think, made you question, or simply reminded you how vast and mysterious our place in the universe truly is, we invite you to stay with us. Subscribe so that together we can continue to explore the hidden truths, the forgotten histories, and the endless possibilities of who we are and why we are here. This is just the beginning. The journey continues, and we'd love for you to be a part of it.